Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. As happy as it can be. I know for our American friends, this day is stressful. And I feel terrible for that. From a stockbroker standpoint, remember I was a stockbroker for 7 years. Um, the markets will go insane today no matter what happens. The markets are going to be bouncing off the walls, and they're probably going to bounce off the walls for a couple of days because no matter what happens, there's going to be a lot of unrest. So, just a reminder to like self-care is very important today. If you are stressed out or overwhelmed or whatever by what's happening, don't watch. And I know some people are like, that's so privileged. Yes, it is. It is privileged. Unfortunately, it is privileged thinking to put your mental health first. But I'm going to tell you to do that. Go watch something else. Go read a book or go for a walk. It's raining outside, so I can't go for a walk. I don't want to do that, but take care of yourselves, my friends, okay? This is day 2 of our money mindset series, and I want to talk about replenishing your finances. So, money mindset, we're talking about our thoughts, right? Our mindset is where our minds are at, where our minds are set, what is set in our minds as we think about our money, think about our wealth, our income, our revenue, our taxes, our contracts, everything that goes into running a business, our overhead, etc. Your bills, taking care of your family, whatever. So I wanted to touch today on the replenishing part because a lot of people, we're going to go way back in time here, a lot of people have a mentality of once it, oops, once it's gone, right? And you have to save. You have to hold on to it because the second it leaves your clutches, it's gone forever. And a lot of people think and believe that it's not their faults. It's because of our conditioning. This is, again, I love talking about the patriarchy and things like that. This is coming from our great grandparents who were surviving the Great Depression, where you did have to hoard. You had to hoard your resources. We have our grandparents and even our parents who witnessed some of this stuff, maybe not so much our parents, but some of us maybe, um, putting money in mattresses, hiding money in coffee ground cans, putting money in the walls, hiding their jewelry and things like that. And that they were conditioned to do that. Hoarding resources, a lot of our ancestors were conditioned to do that because there just was not enough to go around. And it's not like that today. There are trillions of dollars in circulation right now, today. I'm in Canada. We are three or eight, 3 or 8, I don't know, $1 trillion in debt right now. That that's not a thing. How do you wrap your head around and grasp that that is a thing that is happening? That just doesn't make any sense to me. No. That's the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard in my life. It's made up. Money is just made up. Before money existed, what did we do? We traded our services, we traded our goods, we traded what we were good at, right? You have apples, I have wool. Let's trade. You know how to build a house, I have a million chickens. Do you want chickens or do you want eggs or do you want both? You need to build me a house, right? And then money came into play so that we had a legend because there wasn't a legend, right? How many pigs, how many chickens, how much wool? Do you want me to knit it into a sweater? How much will get me a house? It was just too much. And so, money was invented Taxes were invented. Everything was just invented. None of it's actually real. Like we're all using online money now anyway. No one carries physical cash. Uh, I was in a restaurant, like a shop, coffee shop the other day. No cash. Like no one even accepts cash anymore. Like we are well on our way to Star Wars times where everyone just has credits. Like call the Mandalorian. You're just gonna have credits. Like that's it. And so we grew up and we probably even have stories from our families of like, save your money, save it for something good. Like you're gonna run out, et cetera, et cetera. And there was this fear around money that like once you got it, like you, whew, boys, you better hold on tight because at any given moment you're gonna lose it all. And we probably have stories in our families and our friend circles, people that we know that have had money and lost it. We're constantly hearing about like lottery winners. Where are they now? Remember those shows? Where are they now? They're all broke because they spent it all. But here's the thing, you're an entrepreneur, you're not an average person, okay? If you have this mentality of it's coming in, it cannot go out, then you're disrupting the energetic flow. Yesterday we talked about energetics. You're disrupting the energetic flow of things. It has to go out to come in. It has to come in to go out. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to spend every dime that you have, but what you're forgetting is that you know how to make money. You know how to replenish your resources. There is so much money in the world right now in circulation. It's unfathomable. You deserve, are worthy, are valuable to have some of that. Okay. There are so many things that you could do right now to go and make some money. You could get a new client. You could go through your closet and find some knickknacks or clothes that you don't wear anymore and sell them. Like I sold pictures of my feet once before. You guys know this story. I sold pictures of my feet to a guy I knew in real life. Like there are ways to make money. You don't have to sell your feet. Pics of your feet. I guess I didn't sell my feet. I still have my feet. But there are so many ways for you to go out there and make money your way, whatever that looks like for you, and bring more cash back in. Like we tend to have this mentality of there's like a finite number of dollars we're allowed to have in our whole lives, but we have infinite time. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do that next year. I'll use my poor mother-in-law. I love you, Beth. But like I've known this woman for like 14 years and every time I see her, we end up having the same conversation of her like, I need to buy new clothes, but I'm not going to do it until I lose like these 10 pounds. It's been 14 years. Just accept the 10 pounds. It's probably been longer than that. That's just as long as I've known her. Accept the 10 pounds. Like that's part of your body. Like go and buy the clothes. Like what are you're waiting and waiting and waiting for things that may never come. And I'm not saying she can't lose the weight, but you know what I mean. Like waiting until the new year, waiting until the weekend, waiting until Monday. Who says you get that? Who promised you that you have tomorrow? Who promised you that you have next Monday? Who promised you that you have January 1st, 2025? Because whoever promised you that is a liar. Sorry. We only have the minute that we're alive right now. I could drop dead in the middle of recording this for you. I probably won't. Hopefully I won't, like knock on wood, but you just don't have unlimited time. You have no idea when your time is up. Like it is the most finite resource that we have. It's not money. Money is not the finite resource. Finite is the unlimited resource. Time is the finite resource. So remembering that you know how to make money, you've made money before. Think about the ways that you are like halting yourself and stunting yourself because you've got your time and your money resources flipped. You keep saying, I can do this tomorrow. I can do this next week. I can do this next month. I can do this next year. Why are you feeding yourself those excuses and that crap when You could be doing it right now. You could be making the money right now. You could be buying the clothes right now. You could be falling in love right now. You could be speaking on stages right now. Like all of the things that you want to be doing, you could be doing them right now. And they could be making you money right now. But instead, we're afraid. We can make ourselves excuses when we're afraid. Don't be afraid. Money's not that serious. I know one of those stories, like money makes the world go round, sure, but it's not that serious. Are you alive? Do you have a home? Do you have food? If you were saying no to any of this, you know how to make money, so go do it. Go on Facebook Marketplace and say, I'm looking for a cleaning job. Who would like their house cleaned today? $100, and I will clean your house top to bottom. Go make $100. Someone will do it. Someone would be like, heck yeah. Like there are always ways to make money. Please don't limit yourself, and don't think like, oh, I've been in my business for too long. Like, don't let those people tell you that there's shame in getting a job. Don't let anybody tell you that there's shame in cleaning a house. There's shame in selling pictures of your feet. There's shame in like babysitting someone's kid. There's shame in washing someone's car. There's not. There's shame in selling coffee. No. There's shame in slinging French fries at McDonald's. No. There's no shame in any of that. Okay? As long as you have your shit covered. Like you're doing the best thing for you and your family. There's never, ever, not in this room, and not when you're with me, there's never, ever, I'm going to cry about it. Ugh, I don't want to cry about it. Any shame about what you're going to do to make sure that you and your family are taken care of. There's no shame. And I know the topic of this is not shame. The topic of this is money is an infinite resource, and you have the ability to go get money, make money, whatever, at any given moment you do. Like, don't let excuses and excuses around shame, don't let that stuff hold you back. There's no reason you can't make $5 in the next 30 seconds. There's no reason you can't make $5,000 in the next 30 seconds. There's no reason you can't make $50,000. The only thing that's standing in your way is the way you think about those monies. Dollar amounts don't even matter because money doesn't matter. It's all made up. So if in your mind, and again, we're going deeper into mindset. I wasn't going to even talk about this today. It was for another day, but I'm going down the rabbit hole. If in your mind, there are huge leaps and bounds between, $5, $5,000 and $50,000 in the sense that you're like, I could make $5. I can't make 5,000. I can't make 50,000. Like, let's address that because money is just made up. Why do you think you can't? And I've had this conversation with so many clients, right? Where I'm like, okay, you need some money. Like, how much do you believe you can get a client today? Well, not today. I can't get one today. Okay. When can you? When can you get a client? What day? What day and time do you think is the right day and time for that to happen? Well, I don't know. But no, not today. Another day. No, we have to believe. We have to be in constant state of belief that, yeah, frig yeah, I can get a client right now. Frig yeah, going live right now is going to get me a client. Frig yeah, that person in my DM that just popped in there, of course she's going to pay me in full. But if you're saying things like, oh, no, not today. What do you mean not today? You've been marketing your offer, right? Say yes. You've been talking about ways to work with you, yes? Yes, please say yes. You've been making calls to action, right? You're nodding along. I can feel it in my bones that you're nodding along and you're going, yes, Brittany, of course I'm doing that. Of course I'm showing up every day. Of course I'm giving calls to action at least once a day. Of course I'm talking to people. Of course I'm showing my value. Yes, of course I am. Right? You are? Okay. Then why couldn't you get one today? If you're telling me no, it's because you either think you didn't show up or you're not showing up. Not even that you think you're not doing the work. And I'm not going to shame you for not doing the work. That's your choice. Look, we all have shit going on in our lives. Been there, done that. Got an array of t-shirts, okay? But I know that that's the problem when I'm not making money or I'm not signing new clients. Like if you're not signing clients, it's because like deep down you don't really want them. And when crap's happening in my life, I don't really want them. That's okay. I'm allowed to not want to be at people's beck and calls, right? I'm allowed to not want to have to build a website. I'm allowed to not want to have to write copy for someone else. I'm allowed to not want to make 1,000 gift bags for somebody or, whatever it is that you do, right? You're allowed to not want to in those moments where life feels like, right? Um, I really went on a tangent there. Like you're in control, but if you're doing the work and you're showing up and you want the people, then it makes sense to believe that at any second, someone's going to walk through the door. They're going to click that book a call button. They're going to click that pay now button. They're going to DM let you just like you told them to. They're going to reply to that email and they're going to say, sign me the beep up. We have to believe that all the time. Otherwise, this whole thing is for naught. If you don't believe that you can replenish the money, then all of this is for naught. Because no matter how good your content is, if deep down you're like, no one's going to buy this, no one's going to hire me, nobody wants me. Just like I sang yesterday, nobody loves me, everybody hates me, I'm going to eat some worms. If that's what we keep saying, it doesn't matter how good our content is, how good our copywriting is, how powerfully we show up, you're blocking it. You're blocking it. We don't want to block it. We want the doors open. We want the people coming in. So you have to believe that. You have to believe that every time you make an investment in your business, you are a smart and savvy businesswoman who only makes investments that make her more money. You are not a chump who just throws money against the wall and never gets an ROI. That's not you. And when you make investment decisions or decisions to not invest because you're afraid that you're not going to make your money back, that is not an empowered woman. That is not an empowered CEO doing the best thing for her, her family, her business. You have to go into these investment decisions, these investment conversations, going, I'm going to get what I need out of this investment. I am going to make my money back. Either just like in full, paid back is fine. Maybe it's 2 times over. Maybe it's 5 times over. Maybe it's 10 times over. But you determine that with the way you think about what you're investing in. A $47 PDF, a $100 30-day challenge, a group program, a one-on-one, doesn't matter. You're going into this with the mindset of, I'm going to replenish my money because money's going out and money's going to come back in because of this investment, right? So like, where are you holding yourself back? Where are you telling yourself, I can't do that today? I need to wait for X. I'm not ready. Ask yourself the hard questions. When's it going to be? When are you going to be ready? When is the day? What is the time that you get a new client? What's going on here? Be tough on yourself. It doesn't matter. Push your brain to come up with answers. Now we reframe. We have to be in belief all the time. Okay, beauties, I love you. If you have questions, you can drop them in the comments. I'm thinking of all our American friends today. Like I said, whatever happens, happens. It's going to be crazy. Don't panic when the markets go crazy because they're gonna. They probably already are. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more money mindset. Okay, I love you, friends. I'll talk to you later. Bye.